Got Luffy ambition, king of the rappers, the mission.
Hey, what's going on, gang? It's Murado Music with the Repeats TCG, big Pirates TCG, and 2D. I'm bringing you the Monkey D Luffy Peanut Butter PB to the OP13 Lean, Mean, and Redefined. Oh, yeah. This video is also doubling as a how to build a One Piece deck for beginners and pro cheaters alike. So everybody's gonna get something from it. All right. Now let's go ahead and get right into it. Before I go any further, I'm going to change my shirt at some point in this video. I accidentally deleted the intro, but all the deck building and everything's still there. So that's what you guys are gonna see. Because what we're going to do is we are gonna go from this, okay, to this. All right. Now, just to talk a little bit about this list and why we're playing it and why we're, coming at it again, is because the last time I took this one out, I did receive a fair amount of fair criticism for the more than fair amount of bricks I had. Now, like I was defending myself in the comments, I was letting you guys know the reason why the list is like this is because I was trying multiple ideas. Remember when I was telling you guys I'm running three ofs to see what I like, right? Well, after playing those games, what I realized is that we do need to, like Logan commentate said, trim out the fat, okay? And that's when we're going to get into the deck building side. I'll show you my whole process with how I got to the latest list, right? But what I told myself is that what I want to do is hang on to being a 9K leader, okay? And the only way is boogers flying out. God bless. The only way I get to 9K is if I'm always a 7K, okay? This is a definite. This has to happen. This is icing on the cake. This is our Gecko Moria. And then I say all straw Brumo because the majority of the list is, Straw Hats. And it's kind of inspired by the playstyle I had in the Red Purple Luffy video I made, I believe, last week, where I get to 9 and it's all fine. Everything's fine once you get to 9 because I start dropping the big boot scoot loop and it just goes crazy from there, right? So I've got 2 win conditions, right? 7 to 9 or dropping big 10s early and often. And then, we also subbed out Gum Gum Gatling, what have you, for Divine Departure. So we can, get not only have a Gum Gum Gatling, essentially, but also a minus 8K. So it doubles as a Gamma Knife. For those of you know I used to really love some Gamma Knife. And I was able to get rid of 2 wall kid outs, 2 wall kids in my shorts if you watch it. Not the shorts I'm wearing, the ones on my YouTube video. I was able to get rid of 2 of them, giving minus, 5K. This one, well, you ain't gonna do that because you ain't gonna use all of your Dawn. But you get what I'm saying. Minus 8K to something, it's gone, in this game, especially when you got this kind of a board. So anyhow, I can tell you right now that we improved consistency, and I think this is the list. I think this is the list for me. If I got to go to a tournament tomorrow, I'm bringing this list. And I'm not going to have a bad time. I'm going to have a grand old time. This is one of my favorite leaders, favorite deck archetypes. Purple is my favorite color, hands down, in the game. Comment down below if you're the same. And yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the deck building process. How to deck build. Pass it over to you, Murado. Okay, so here comes the deck building portion. So you want to have, in my opinion, how I like to start things off of, is pick a leader that you like and love, want some more of, okay? For me, it's easy. This isn't my only one, but for me, I've already got that in a Monkey D. Luffy, right? And your favorite leader can be because you like the way the card looks. It could be because you canonically are loving that character, or you like their what they're going to be doing. This is a little bit more of a busybody leader in the sense of, Dawn 1, everybody's got 1 cost. When you're minusing Dawn, you're getting Dawn back, and you're doing the. I just thought it was the most fun. It was so fun. Another deck that was really fun to me was Usopp, but they just did not get enough support to last in the meta, right? So anyway, so I chose here. Now, what we were missing in this one was a tad bit of consistency. Okay, so what am I identifying as what I want to do? Well, after many games, I've identified that this is what I need. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the cards that are kind of the fluff, and then we're gonna get down to the crux of it. Okay, so I definitely need a searcher. We definitely need to ramp, and we definitely need to see this guy every game. This is more of a flavor. This is more of a whatchamacallit. We need that. We like that for Zoro. And this is what I want to work in. So this right here is the crux of what I want to do every game. I want to search. I want to ramp. I want to see my Broofy because I want to go to a 7K body. And then later on in the game, I want to become a 9K body, okay, via these two cards together. Because power creep is a real thing, okay? Water's wet and my wife is hot. So, what we're going to do, now that we understand the facts of life, we've got to prepare for that somehow. From the makers of being a 6K body, 7K body, 8K body, come, have you tried being a 9K body? This is what I want to do every game. Great. Okay. Now, as you guys saw, even though I was able to achieve in my last outing, I wasn't seeing this every time. I need to see this more often. How can I achieve that? Okay. All right. So we've got searchers here in this game. We've got more options than just this. Now I'd have to relax this straw stipulation, but then you're going to come across law. Okay. Now the reason I went for law instead of the event, either the 2K event or excuse me, 2 cost event that would, that's brand new world, which is cool, but whatever. Or the where's my other guy? When you're at sea, you fight pirates. Yeah. So now I got these options, okay? And a lot of people run this card. It's great. It'll find you even it'll find your Gum Gum Giants, etc. Brand new world, not having it because I wouldn't be able to search any of these out. And then this one, not having it because while it does search, it only searches the top 3. It's a brick in hand, not having it, okay? So I said, you know what? There goes my 8 searchers right here, okay? And most importantly, coming from that last list, this is going to be a 1K counter, okay? So great. So now we've got searches covered to get us there. We like that. Love it. Want some more of it. Might sleeve up 5. Okay, so then we also talking about the ramp, right? Now with this isn't anything new. This is I came up with this. I think we all came up with this, even talking at locals. Like everybody knew what time it was the second it happened. Some people weren't running Maria as much as others, but I was like, yo, you got to have Maria. Maria's perfect. Now, remember I told you guys I want to be at 9, okay? Well, what else assists with that? For this card to be there, you got to have 10 Dawn on the court, okay? You got to have 10 Dawn. So I'm going to go ahead and search her out. She was on the list earlier. Maria. What does Maria do? It's not just that she helps us ramp. Lovely third alternate to ramping on our turn 2 play, right? If I have established this card right here, and I am at 8 Dawn, ready to play them, and I have her out on the field, guess what I can do? I can use her ability, go to 10, then play him, then swing with this. We are a 9K body, even though at the end of that turn, the Dawn comes back. You see what I'm saying? So Black Maria became an excellent run 4 of, not just because we want to ramp desperately turn 2, but because she also enables Goldie Rogers' ability. So you see how we're going for one hand washing the other. All right, so that's why we got there. Now so far we're looking pretty good. We've got 8 bricks so far, and we've got 12. Excuse me, we've got 8 2Ks, and then we've got some other stuff. Okay, cool. Now we've got that figured out. I would like to also have a backup plan. Okay. Now, one thing I was finding is that going first, a lot of the time is grand, but it's a lot less forgiving than going second. And I figured that out when I was playing Red Purple Luffy, right? You go second, you can play Bon Clay or Zoro, right? Anyways, and then it gives you more chances to draw, more chances to ramp, and it's a rare occasion. Why am I typing out Zoro? It's a rare occasion that that players, everybody's usually wanting to grab first, and now we're entering a different world where a lot of decks don't mind going second. Green, purple, Luffy, and I'm about to argue why this one as well. So, one thing I was finding is that just how powerful sticking this body out there is. When I ramped there soon, as early and often as I could with red, purple, Luffy, this character was winning the game for me because it was drawing a card, because it was swinging into 10, it was too much to trade into, and they just had to leave it alone. You either could minus it, get rid of it, or red rocket, or you just had to leave it alone. And God help you if I dropped another one. And God help you if the turn before that I already laid this out, so I'm at 7k body, etc. So I said, you know what? What if we took what worked so well in our last video, or our not our last one was ace, but what if we took what worked so well in the all straw package and threw it in here? Okay, so that's exactly what I did. It's elements of what was working in another deck and seeing if we can make it work here. So now I have two win conditions, one just about as consistent as the other, if not more. And those win conditions are: I search, I ramp, I play. It's lines of play, really. But I become a 7k body, okay? And then after that, I'm either jumping to this or I'm dropping to this late game. One way or the other, okay? And they're going to have to deal with me at a 7k body and then 10k swings, or 9k body, 10k swings. That's what we're going for. Okay, cool. Now that I've committed to these being the ways I'm going to win, how about building a supporting cast? Okay, now when I'm deck building, I like to have 12 2Ks if possible. I know that I've gone out with a lot less before, but I feel like if you've got 12 2Ks in your deck, that is as prepared as you can be, right? And a lot of these things go back to the pre-release, events that I'll give you guys, how to win the pre-release. And I used to do that a lot more often than I do now, but those are just core fundamentals, right? You want to have your blockers, you want to have your vanillas, you want to have your definitely want to have all your 2Ks that you can muster, right? All the 2Ks you can find, right? Well, in this it gets a little different, okay? Because we're able to build around and do what we want, okay? So what would be a good one? What would be a good third 2K for us? And I would like, so we've got 1 and 2. I would like one that would further our agenda and help us close the games out. Okay, so Sanji is searchable. They're a blocker, but I don't think we would get the value out of Sanji. Let's see, and let's just we can do C2000, and that'll show us all of the 2Ks. This guy's a dirtbag. That we got here. Now I can tell you that what we're looking for is consistency. So I might as well have just put straw, right? And looked up straw hat. This is cool. This is a rush. We already got this. This is that. But Usohachi Mioso Hone is going to be the one that makes the list. Why? Because they're going to be able to be played at 8 or more dawn, and then we're going to be able to swing for game if we need to, right? And then also a searchable 2K. So now we've got 4, 8, 12 2Ks, okay? We're sitting at 4, 8, 12 bricks, okay? And if you want to include these, you include these as well. Now, I'm thinking, okay, so we've got 12 bricks. How can we mitigate the bricks, okay? So I was going for divine, what is it? I'm already spoiling it, but I was going for Gum Gatling, right? I said, give me all the Gatlings, right? And the Gatlings, because it's searchable by at least Nami, but it also can ramp us, and it can also, utilize one of these bricks. Oh, 4, 8, 12, 16. Yowza. It can utilize some of these bricks for counter. But then I remembered, hey, yo, we're in OP13, right? And so in OP13, we got a little card called Divine Departure, all right? Now, this one, you can rest 5 of your Dawn. If you have any given cards, up to one of your opponents gets 8,000, minus 8,000 power during this turn. So this is going to be our anti-Bonney, okay? Because it's going to get rid of Kid and any, God bless, any troublesome blockers, bodies that we can't get around. And it also does the same thing as Gum Gum Gatling. So we like that flexibility of offense and defense. We're going to rock with this card. I got 4 more cards to put in this thing, okay? And I thought to myself, I was thinking at first, this is who we run, okay? Like, we've got 4 more cards to put. I can't spell. And you're just supposed to throw $1 billion Luffy in there just because. And then I said, you know what? What if we threw some more counter in there? Okay, but what would it be? I decided to go with Sanji. Okay, Sanji is going to not only turn a 6 cost or lower sideways, but we're also going to swing 7, which is going to hurt everybody in the game, Roger included. Everybody has got to have done their homework. Everybody has got to have counter, no matter who they are. The only people getting around this are leaders that are utilizing Gold D Roger for that turn, okay? So I said, you know what? In my opinion, Sanji's stock just went up. It's Senpai Sanji for the win. And that, I believe, is how we get to this list. Now, I am going to... let's see. Let's see if anything changes. Nothing changes. This is our exact list. My exact thought process going into it. So, now, we're looking at 4, 8, 12, 16... 16 bricks, right? That are character cards, of course. These mitigate 3 of them. And then we've got our Hell's Judgment and Gum Gum Giant. Versus, let's see what we had here. Bromo. Okay, 4, 7, right? 10, 14, 18, 21. And then if you want to count these, okay? So now we've trimmed a lot of the fat, as my guy Logan Commentate was talking about. So we trimmed a lot of the fat, and we're gonna get a lot more consistent though. We've also whittled down a lot of what we were messing around with. We're not worried about the puddings no more. We're not even worried about the restand Luffy no more. We're not even worried about going against Emu and getting double attacks anymore. All we're going to do now is we're going to become big beefy boys and pelt them with attacks in the meantime, okay? So you can apply these same principles to any and all decks that you want to build. I would always like to start with, in this game, you want to start with some searchers. If you can get 8 searchers, that's consistency, dog. 8 searchers, 12 2Ks, and then the rest is what your core engine, what you want to do, and yeah, in the events that are going to help in defense, okay? Because you want to have some defense as well. There was a Zoro player back in OP03, 04, I believe, 03, that won with no events. You know what I mean? Just all Zoro. Shout out to them, because they were running that build for a little while. But I just remember watching those videos. Anyways, they were playing on expert mode. But yeah, so you want to be able to find your cards, you want to be able to defend your leaders and cards, and you want to be able to execute your plan with frequency, with consistency, and that's what we're getting here. So you don't want to do too many things at once. This was doing way too many things at once. Bromo right here. The Broofy Bromo was doing a lot of things at once. You know what I mean? Trying to cover every base. This one, we're going to do these things every time. I'm going to be a 7K body every time. I may become a 9K body at the end of the game, but I'm going to drop this card every time. So, those are the ideas. Those are the things to check for. And understand when it comes to bricks, real quick, and then we'll get into the smashes. When it comes to bricks, my concept with bricks, my theory with bricks, is that the bricks you have in your hand, or excuse me, in your deck, have got to be so good that those are the cards you want to drop no matter what on curve. Because what you can't have is bricks floating in your hand that you don't mean to play. Those will be bricks in your hand, and those will lose you the game, okay? Versus Zoro, There is no other card turn 2 that I want to play more than Zoro. If I already have this card and I can search Zoro, I'm going to grab Zoro because that Zoro is going to ramp me, give me 2 Dawn, allow me to search off the bat, and then also keep that 2K in my hand. Okay? That next turn, there's no card in the game I want to play more than Monk of the Loof. Why? It's going to make me a 7K body. I just got harder to hit. Next, there's no card I would rather play, especially if I'm going second. There's no card I'd rather play than my dog Monk of the Loof. It's going to be my 10K body. It's going to draw me a card and replace itself. And it's going to put on that pressure. After that, there's no card I would rather play than Goldie Roger. That's going to make me a 7K body. I swing here, become a 9K body. And I establish a 10K body in and of itself. Okay? These other cards are support. They do the same thing, but they're not what we want ultimately. Okay, so that's what you gotta understand, you know. But yeah, so and that right there is the line of play with this. I've got a clear line of play. I got a clear vision. It's gonna take some getting used to, but let's see how we like it. We're gonna go ahead and get into some smashes. Now, before we do, if you've been getting joy and or knowledge from this channel, do consider joining that 3-piece TCG Navy dog. All right, smashing and finger popping, putting on that pressure, or big city hooping for the whole shebang. Guys, really appreciate you keeping this boat afloat. Oh no, we got new leaders. Yowza. Oh yeah, the side profiles. The side profiles. Oh my gosh, 3-piece TCG. Link in the description gets you 25% off your entire order. Okay, throw them all in the bag. Yowza. Great job, K-Design. Great job. Screaming into Space is where a lot of the songs you're gonna hear coming from. And that's the DistroKid link. Follow me. Throw me in the added. I'd really appreciate it. Without further ado, though, let's get into these smashes, shall we? All right, gang. So we are starting off with a How Ro Can Zoro. Now, this is a problematic match for a lot of people in OP13. It's just the swinging and swinging and swinging and swinging, you know? But we are looking to nullify a lot of that by becoming that 9K body, right? That's our hypotheses, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get rid of Hiyori. We don't need Mama Hiyori searching everybody in the doggone deck, okay? Now, right now, I am not too pleased with my hand. Of course, we are looking to gain some sort of, you know, we want our next play. We want our Luffy. I already explained that to you guys. We get the Luffy. It feels great. And that's the reason why we do those things, right? Because, and we're going to search out bottom deck some Goldie Rogers. That's tough. But we were looking for Sanji or something else. Anyhow, what I was going to say is that's why we will take life in situations like that. Yes, it was an AK swing either way. But the big deal is we are looking for cards. Go ahead and take that life, right? You're looking for cards anyways. Go ahead and take that life. Now we're going to be a 7K body. We've got, looks like 6K and counter to protect our Monk and Aloof. And we're definitely going to need that. Lucky for us, man. Swinging 8 and a 7 is not a big deal. We will take. There we go. Now, unfortunately, we're at 8. We're at 8. So we're going to go ahead and do a little rampy ramp. Oh, we're gonna play them both out. Nice. Okay. Oh, I'm still running. I wish I wouldn't. Whatever. I was still running Monk of the Loof at this point. But anyhow, swinging 7 and a 5, become a 7K body. Okay. And next turn we're gonna have all that pressure, the big city development. Okay. Now, we're looking to drop our big Luffy next as well, because that's going to be a real thorn in their side. We can take one hit here, but I don't want to take more than that. We don't want to go down to 0. We're not ready to finish them just yet. They do have 3 life. We're looking at 11 here. Yowza. I would rather counter out, protect him, and take one life. Now they're gonna do that. Cool. If they restand, okay, cool. We can give them that, and we give them Luffy, and that was a good movie because they still had another swing. Okay, okay, gotta respect it. Look, it ain't easy. It ain't easy being cheesy. We're gonna swing 5 to 5. Okay. Now they're down to 4 cards. They did a slasher flick on their last turn. We're gonna swing 7. That's gonna ask for 2 of their 4 cards, and then I'm gonna swing another 7. Now they could very well have Horny Jones, which would turn 2 Dawn sideways. But we got a Gum Gum Giant for that. We even got a Jet Gatling we could choose to hold on to if that was what is presented to us. Now here, yikes, we take. Okay, we take. We take. They're going to swing there. We got to let that go. They are going to swing at our face. And this is where the build of our list is going to come into play. If we built it correctly, we are going to be all right. Yo, riding the lightning. What nobody is expecting from my last list is seeing this much counter. I even got rid of the 1K just to be ready for just to have Gum Gum Jet Gatling, which could have given me an additional 3. Now we're gonna swing 7s for the fence. We're gonna swing 7, 7, 7, and 9, and they're just not good. I math them out at that point. You got to give me 2 for that. That's fine. Bing, bang, boom. GGs are not exchanged, but they're right there, gang. Look at that sequence. Okay, so we did that right there. They're ready to go for game, as one should, and they should, and they should. We actually took, because we're crazy, and then they're able to swing 12 at us. Okay, we have lift off. Okay, we're gonna get rid of the Gatling, and then we get another Gatling. It just got crazy. It just got crazy. I love that one. Let's keep it moving. All right, now we're going up against who I call, spoiler alert, Luffy's dad. I just feel like it. I don't know. I have no proof. They just look at shit. He looks like Luffy with a mustache on. Anyhow, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we choose to go second because we really like falling into our big Luffy. Okay, we really like that play. So we're gonna go ahead and choose to go second. We've got just about everything we want. If we could find, oh yeah, if we could find our big Luffy, that would be great. Now, holding on to Zoro to ramp again is not necessary. To me right here, this is the BP Luffy special right here. Why? Because if we're going second, we don't want to play anything but this on our turn 3 anyhow, right? So we don't really care to ramp again. And when you're going second, you can afford to put down 2 5K bodies, which means we are going to put on that pressure next turn. Because Homeboy is somebody you definitely want to rush out the building. Now, here we go. We're going to be able to swing 5, 6, and 7. Or 5, 7, and 7. That would be good too. That'd be really good, actually. Hell, we should have swung 2 6s and a 7. But we really want to get the life down more than we want to get the cards down. So we're just trying to rush them out the building. Let's see what we can do. Okay. All right, they give us that. Now, here's the thing also. They're ramping as much or more than we are, right? We're going to ramp once. They're probably going to ramp twice here. And if they ramp again, they're going to be at 10. Boom. Who does that really help? Yes, they're at 10. Yes, they're 7K body now. Yes, they're going to get rid of these 5K bodies, which have already done their business. We do not need them at all anymore. We are not defending them. But now they're at 10. So that means, yes, I could search if I wanted, but that means we can search. Oh, you don't want to become a 9K body yet? Really? We could have been a 9K body right there. I am honestly that close to calling that a misplay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'll tell you what. We did that so that we have this much Dawn left over to protect what's on the field. Cool. Here we should Hell's Judgment to nullify these next swings. Now, if they want to do their thing, they're going to have to invest with gold. They're going to have to invest the Dawn they have. There we go. We can easily get out of that. I would do it with a Sanji since we have two of them. Yes. Okay, now we're going to play Gold D. Roger. And we're going to go ahead and swing into that 7K body. I don't know what that was about. That's a misplay. Big city misplay, yeah. Swing into the 7K body. Okay. Keep swinging in that 7K body. We just want to get rid of something. Get a swing off the board. Their event is only going to work for their leader, unfortunately for them. Now I would have really liked to see what would have happened had we swung earlier. Maybe that swing that we're doing to them could have been one at their leader and caused them to have to make a decision. Now here comes somebody's been watching 3-piece TCG, baby, because it's looking like we're getting an all gold everything build, which, you know, you guys saw us have a lot of fun with last time. Now we can let one of those go. Unfortunately, that's good. Grab that loop. But I was going to say, unfortunately, we don't have another Goldie Roger of our own to continue. Fortunately, we do draw into a Gum Gum Giant. Now, I had to swing at something to be able to do my thing. We're going to be able to swing 7, just skill check, and give him a 10. He's still got to give me a 2K. Still got to give me a 2K. No 2K. Okay. This is data. Okay, another one. But it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work, class? Because neither one of us have... But why doesn't it work, class? Because none of us have 10 Dawn. We're going to easily get out of that. And at this point, we're kind of like, okay, I got to save my 10s. I got to save my 10. I got to be able to save that. So we take, because we do have enough for a 13. They go for game. We are ready for this. We are ready for this. Okay, so we're going to draw some more cards. Now, I also have the option here to go for another 9K turn. Actually, no, I don't. We got to go. It's time to go. So we're going to swing 11. And then I can swing another 11. Okay. Now we are at 7 with our Luffy and our leader. So either way, we're not losing. We're swinging even. That's so. What the plan was to 1, 2, 3, 4, another 11. Okay, and then we would have minus these 2 Dawn, made the 7, got 1 more back, and then another 11. Now they're probably shocked, confused, and dazed because yeah, they did their thing and it still didn't work. What worked for us was becoming that 9K body for 1 turn, 7K for the other, and Luffy ultimately won us this game again. Okay, so Luffy continues to be worth their weight in gold, and then not to mention, all of the counter is what won the game. We had that supporting cast. Okay, remember, it's not just Luffy rushing into, you know, Kaido's, you know, Wano hideout. He's got everybody with him. Okay, let's keep it moving. All right, gang. So we got ourselves a Santa Luffy. Now this was an ace, but it kind of was a bit of a commercial break ace. You know, they wound up quitting, and you know how, I don't know, people do that. But we had a pretty consistent thing going. Now, speaking of consistency, really loving this hand right now. We're going second. Okay, they chose to go first because a lot of people have the perception that, you know, Black Purple Luffy needs to go first. We don't need to do anything. All we need to do is show up. All we need to do is have a little bit less bricks. God bless. Okay. Now I'm going to swing 7 here, but my game is set up. My bills is paid. Okay. We decided to swing 8 just to make sure we get something off their life. There's no reason to front like we're going to use a Gum Gum Giant or anything. So they're at 5 Dawn. This is the turn they want to drop Sanji. In my opinion, if they drop anything but Sanji, they are not seeing what they want. This is a huge indicator they are not seeing what they want. I would have just not even done anything. I would have just kept that in my hand, really. But it's Broofy time. Okay, so now we're going to be able to swing 7 and 5. We're going to swing 6 there. That's going to give them just 1. There we go. And now I'm going to swing 7 at their face. And now it's going to take that Dawn and a card out of their hand. Instead, they let us go for a hit. Now, the next card that's going to be played is right here, baby. We got two of them back to 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 Luffy. Okay, that's not gonna work the way you think it is, buddy. Yeah, they're going for a real straw hat build here. That ain't gonna work like that. Not even in the slittest. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we don't need to do that. We are at 9. Perfect. And then now we swing there. That's fine. We're going to be going back to 8. Huh. In that case, it would have been great to have ramped here. Because, yeah, we would have been big city hooping. Okay, so there we are. Disregard that last statement. I didn't know my math. But anyway, so we were able to swing 7, 7, and 10 at him, and that is going to put him in a bind. This is that film package that a lot of people were talking about with Santa Luffy that I personally just kind of don't agree with, you know. But hey, do what you want to do. Now here, they're trying to put it on us, but we just got too much counter. We just got too much counter. They're not establishing a big Zoro. We almost don't even have a rush to get him out of here. But c'est la vie, dog. So I'm thinking, do we play another one? Do we finish them? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Because they're representing 10,000 in counter. We decided to go ahead and drop a big Luffy. And we're going to swing 7. That's going to take 2 of those Dawn. Or something out of life. Or hand, excuse me. And now we've got 2 Dawn active. 7k body. There goes a demonic aura. So we feel better about our 2 Dawn up. Because we do only have 2 Dawn up. Now we're going to swing 10. They can get out of that with their 3 Dawn. If they get out of that with their hand, we know they make it through the round. They don't do that. And why don't they do that? They don't do that because, wow, they even had the Zoro. They just didn't feel like it, I guess. So they can give me 2, 4, 6 for 1. And then the next one, that's game time. I'm telling you guys, you start dropping these big 10s, these big sticks, and it gets a little rough. Going second is the preferred curve, in my opinion. Let's keep it moving. All right, gang. So now we're going up against yeah, this is right after that one. We are going up against a Bonney, okay? I don't like this one at all. We chose to go first. I was still figuring my life out. I do know that Bonney likes going first. And I said, you know what? I can go first or second. So I guess we chose to take that. But they do like dropping their... I do like dropping their Bonney on curve. Now here, once again, instead of swinging big, I am going to search and grab a big. 2 big Luffys. You could have made a case for me doing a, oh, I should have this or I should have that. Cool. Now, I'm like, yo, do I ramp or do I go to 7K? If I ramp, that means next turn I can play these big Luffys. I got burning a hole in my pocket, okay? So I decide to do that. And here we go, swinging 7. Got rid of that, that's fine. I'm going to swing another 7. I don't know why I'm keeping 1 up, pretending I'm going to do something with it. Okay, so now we're getting a little spicy with our decisions, because of course you want to drop your brew fee, and of course you want to become a 7k body, right? Of course you want to do that. Well, we want to see what happens if we get that big stick out there immediately, because remember, they're going to, oh, they heal right back to 4. Okay, so they're officially a 6 life leader. We take, all right, we got to give them something. We can't go down to 1 just yet, because we know that Bonney is going to do just that. Now, here we are again, another round of swings. And this time, we're going to finish off with a big one. The big one, okay? Now, my only thing that I'm concerned with in doing this, and the reason why I feel like this could have been a hashtag mistake, is because by the time I get to 10, look at this, by the way. Yowza. I don't know what they're thinking. But by the time I get to 10, I would like to become a 9k body. This is what they're thinking. They've got $80 worth of Kumas, and they're just going to keep healing. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Bonney can do that, yes. My question is, what is Bonney most concerned with? By the way, look at our hand. Plenty O counter. What is Bonney most concerned with? Yeah. Okay. So they wanted to get rid of the swings. Now, instead of dropping our second big Luffy, we decided to grab. We decided to drop a Broofy, become, get a little harder to swing into, and now we're going to go ahead and search out that 2K. 7-7, or 7-5, I should say. 10-5. We got him down to 0. Okay, so right now we're officially fighting a 7K or 7 life leader, by the way. Okay, because they healed twice, they got 5 life. Here we go. Now we've been doing pretty well up until this point, but we're gonna have to come with some sauce. Yes. Okay. I think we need to get out of these things. Yes, they got all the swings. Yowza. I was really hoping they wouldn't swing at our leader. They didn't. Swing 10 into the face. Bring the funk. Okay. Yowza. Okay. What's scary here is that they can absolutely whatchamacallit us. They can absolutely what is his name? Gangbage. But look what we did. So we were able to drop this, swing 7 there, and then have a plethora of Dawn up for us to go ahead and swing 9 now, and then a 10. We weren't out of it yet. We weren't out of the whatchamacallit yet, the woods. That could have been a freeze here or a freeze there or whatever, and then, but actually we would have been fine, because if they would have froze here, then that would have been 2 cards and we had them mapped out. And, if they would have froze here and then we would have played, I don't know, whatever weird circumstance, it's still only 3 cards. So I guess we had them dead to rights, which is pretty knuckin' futz. We are big city developing and putting on that big city progression. Let's keep it going. All right, gang, as I remember this one, it is a slobber knocker. Okay, now they chose to go second. As a lot of matches with Sabo, they get a little cray. Okay, so what I do have in my hand that I do like is I've got my turn 2 and turn 3 play established. I'm already ready, and then I even got a little search that I can do turn 2, which is going to probably be what I need to do. There we go. We do not need to load up and swing into a 4K body. They want that. Now we're going to grab here. I would grab a giant. Yeah, we'll grab a giant. I would have loved to have come across a big boot scoot Luffy, but it's also going to be a little weird with our curve as well, right? Because we're going first, so we would have to ramp again to be able to play him out. Now, I'm thinking in my head, I swear to God, I'm thinking, should I play Zoro again? What if I come across a 9K Luffy, or excuse me, a 9-cost Luffy, blah, blah, blah. I decide, hey, yo, you don't need to do that. Just keep it moving. All right. So I'm going to swing 6 into 5. Do they want to give me a 2K? Do they want to block with hack and KO Zoro? The answer is they want to go to 2K. Fine. Here comes their first, to me, boss monster, dude. Boss monster. I'm sorry. 6 for 8 blocker that gives your leader 1. Yeah. Okay. And then look, there's Luffy. I could have played Luffy right there. Right there, I could have played Luffy. It is what it is. All right, so now we're just going to do big swings. We want to do big city swings, okay? So I can swing 8, put 2 back. There we go. Maybe I could have been a little more aggressive with these swings. Maybe a little more aggression was in line. Yeah. Yeah, because I could have swung 10 and 10 and had 1 Dawn active. That's what I should have done. 10 and 10, 1 Dawn active. That's what should have happened.
Yeah, I'm after money that don't fold, with soldiers that don't fold, chased by bitches with no soul.
You got to remember, we're not going to use all 3 Dawn. That's crazy, right? I'm sorry. What else did I do? Did I get rid of the Luffy? I got rid of the Luffy. Okay. So we got rid of Luffy because now it's 10 Dawn time. You know what time it is, okay? Everybody's swinging 8. Actually, swinging 6s. We got to hit them. We got to continue to pelt them. We told you that, right? So now we're going to go ahead and swing 8. so that no matter who it is, they got to give us some cards. I'm a 9K body, okay? They got to give me cards, all right? Now, I really, all but desperately, maybe desperately, want to keep this Luffy alive because that is my ticket right there. If he goes, a lot of things go with him, including our chances. All right, so I'm going to do that. Bing, bang, boom. We do get a Goldie Roger now. If I can survive, they got him. They got him. I got to search, and I get him. I get him right back. Okay, so we got to throw him right back in the mix. We need to be at least a 7K body. I mean, that's just big facts. So we're swinging 10-6. Now, remember what I was telling you guys about swinging into this leader, getting him down to 0. Once you get him down to 0, it's Goldie Roger time. Now, the only reason we're not worried about Goldie Roger time, man, they counted out of everything, by the way. The only reason we're not worried about Goldie Roger time is because we have 3 life ourselves. Now we're a little concerned. What we're not concerned about is losing our Broofy because they're not going to KO him. That's not the kind of leader. That's not the kind of list we're up against. But it looks like we're going all the way downtown. All the way downtown. I think I need a Gum Gum Gatling, actually. Right? We get a 2K? Okay. Oh yeah, we get a 2K because if we Goldie Roger, we're gonna. If we do Giant, we're gonna Goldie Roger it. And right now, what we're doing is we're inviting them to go for game. We would rather them go for game than not. Now, they're probably watching our last video and said, this guy's got nothing but bricks. He ain't doing nothing, okay? And, you know, in many other worlds, they would be right. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? They swung the entire board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 swings. And we had it every time. Oh my. I mean, no, hang on. Let's be fair. I did have a lot of life, right? I did have 3 life. But I mean, yo. By the time I hit 0 life, we took their 0 life. They still had 3 swings. Now, their 3 swings are 8, which was a 9, 9, and then 10. 0 life, 9, 9, 10, 6 cards in my hand. That is the power of Black Purple Luffy. It's what happens when you're 7K body. And you got counter because you listen to your friends on the internet. Because I listened to the 3-piece Navy, dog. All right, so this one's happening right after our Sabo, and we find ourselves in Emu Limu, Alfalfa Sprouts themselves. Okay, Alfalfa, you little rascal, what do you got for us? We will select the turn order. We choose to go second, and we keep. We decide to keep because we have a ramp, which is going to put us on a crash course collision for 9-drop Luffy. We even draw another Luffy. So, while we don't have everything we want in our hands, we will continue to draw, we will take hits, etc. This is also really good for us because, well, we're going to swing 8 because we don't want him to do that event. Yeah, we want him to have to never existed. So anyways, this is a really good draw in Sanji because we will be at 7. We get rid of a 2K. That's crazy. We will be drawn. We will be going to 7. And we will be able to utilize our leader's ability one way or the other. Now, we're getting rid of that card. That's great. And now it's time to continue cooking and putting on that pressure. Oh, the pressure. Deciding whether I want to swing into that or not. Yeah, because we kind of don't. Okay. This guy's crazy. Okay, they want to rush us out the building. They want to rush us out. You don't rush us. We rush you. Okay, that's not how it works. They're going to get rid of that. They don't want any swings on us. We're going to give them a 2K. All right, we made it out. Cool. Let's keep partying. 5, 7, and 10. You are going to take some life this turn, buddy. Okay. Continuing. I would have blocked and took that. That's crazy. All right. Yeah, you ain't even got enough trash with all that countering. Wowza. I'm gonna have to get another one. Okay, here we go again. Now we're at 10 Dawn. I don't even think we need to do it though. Let me explain why. They're not ready yet. They're not there yet. They can't do the thing yet. Man, they got some counter. Yeah, they can't do the thing yet. You gotta block, draw a card. They're not at. Oh, they are at 10. What was I thinking? What am I thinking? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You gave a 2K instead of the 1? Oh my goodness. What is going on? Squeeze fingers and what day is it? Smile. I mean, yo, I know we got some stuff here, but yowza. Are we gonna keep him alive? We're gonna keep it alive. Okay. I said, you know what? We ain't worried about this. We ain't worried about nothing. Man, I don't know about that one, Jack. I think I would have felt a lot safer being a 7K body for the turn. We actually let Sanji go. Okay. We're back at 10. 10 to 5. You got to block. Turn one sideways. They didn't have it. Yeah, and they weren't gonna have it. They had a rough outing. They didn't see the cards they needed. This is why you hard mulligan for searchers, and you gotta have the searchers. Let's see if I can get another emu though. That was all right. So we got ourselves another emu. We choose to go second, and we got our search ready, and a search after that. We're happy. I would keep this hand. The cool thing is all of our ramp cards are 3 costs. So that means my turn 1, I can comfortably play Nami. Turn 2, I can comfortably play Law in an effort to search for Nico Robin or one of our 8 Straw Hat cards, Nico Robin or Zoro. In this case, we already found Nico Robin. So the next search is going to still happen, but we're going to be looking for a Zoro to keep Nico Robin in our hand. We found the Zoro. We're good to Goro. Now we're going to still search out. Give me another 2K. Yowza. Now we're going to go ahead and swing 7. Yeah. Okay, we're feeling really good. We've looked through 9 additional cards already. We are 9 cards closer to finding our big boot scoot Luffy. Now notice, I'm noticing in myself that my attitude has changed from trying to line up this Goldie Roger play to instead becoming a lot more excited about finding our big Luffy as soon as possible. And I'm glad I feel that way. Did we not take anything? We didn't take anything. We bottom decked a bunch of goods. That's tough. I said, I'm glad I'm not concerned about Goldie Roger because we just bottom decked one of them. This is very reminiscent of the Black Purple Luffy days of old, where you would just search and you find all 5 of your geckos and you're like, dang, bro, I ran 5 to be like the pros and I still bottom decked all of them. Yowza, who's shuffling my deck? Who's playing with my deck? Okay, we got that going. This player's got some searching going on. They got some trash. There's our Luffy right on time. That's why you take hits when you're looking for things. Oh my goodness. Okay, swinging 7. Swinging a 7. Followed by a 10. Get out of here. You're going to have to endure a whole nother round of this buffoonery before you get to do your buffoonery. Okay, Shirahoshi, man, that is the easiest decision I've ever made in my life. That is going to require counter immediately. Now, we do have a Gum Gum Giant. If they want to swing huge into our Luffy, we will doofy that. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, we're back at 10. We're right back at 10. Okay, swinging 2 there. Get that out of here. I would have loved to have another big to drop, but hey, we are going to be A-okay with what we have. Now, I'm considering putting that Zoro on the field just to have another swing the next turn. However, I am representing 4 big body swings. So, still weighing it out, still thinking about it. Okay, swinging 10. We're going to get rid of these blockers, I'm sure. And we do that. We go up 1. We got 3 Dawn active. Cool, we got 2 life. So the reason why I was also considering leaving him there, we get a concede, was because that gives me something to Gum Gum Giant, right? Look at somebody come look at this. Somebody come look at this. The big city development. The pressure we were putting on. Come on, okay? Like, yes, you're gonna be able to drop this and do what you want, and I guess you've got 1 or 2, 3, 4. I think you got all 5, right? Yeah, you got all 5. You got all 5, but what's that gonna do? You're gonna swing at me once? With this kind of counter, forget about it. With this counter, forget about it. I'm going to Hell's Judgment. That, and then have 2K afterwards, or 2Ks afterwards. You weren't gonna get rid of nothing. And then I'm gonna swing back. And then I got a Sanji. I can even turn this guy sideways. Get out of here, bro. No, it was too much. Too much, too soon, too often. Black Purple Luffy. You know, if you ain't beating Emu, if you're not beating Emu, if you're not beating Ostrich, you ain't gonna make it. You gotta be able to beat Ostrich in this game. Let's keep moving. Emu's new name is Ostrich. Alright, gang, so we're going into an Ace now. Ace is the place with the friendly Whitebeard folks. They chose to go second. We're gonna keep what we have in our hand. We're gonna have to grab that. Oh, we already had. Okay, we already had that. We're fine. And that Black Maria is going to really help us out, like we said. Like, Black Maria isn't necessarily a high roll play because it's not necessarily what we're looking for, right? I would probably 8 times out of 10 play Zoro in place of Black Maria. However, you know, because even in this situation, it would afford me a search, right, with that Nami. But because this is the state of affairs, we will be able to drop Goldie Roger as soon as we're able to, and still be a 10K body. Now we're gonna go ahead and search. Gotta grab me my Broofy. We're gonna go ahead and ramp though, and that means next turn. The next turn, the very next turn, we are going to be able to start dropping big loops. Now, man, I got 2 Gum Gum Giants. It's tough for me to bottom deck both of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and take 1, swing 7 into 6. And we're off to the races. Now, you know, I've always told you guys that a 6 and a 7, the first time when they haven't used their ability, is the same thing. But in this case, I'm just messing with their mind because I wasn't going to do anything with that extra Dawn anyways. They've got searching going on. They got Ace 2K. They got Newgate. Oh, that's the old school Newgate, right? Anyways. Okay, so here we go. Now, this is a turn where we've got to develop something big. We've got to be able to put on a little bit of that pressure or else, okay? So, lucky for us, we've got the biggest stick in our list. We're going to swing 6 into 6. That's going to cost them a card. We're going to swing 10 into 6. That's going to cost them 2 cards minimum no matter what, even if there's a fire. Instead, they choose to gain, instead they choose to gain some cards. Good for them. They put out the Monopoly Man, the tax gate, okay, as we were just saying. Here, we want to go ahead and go up. Yeah. We like that. And I'm just going to put it all on my leader and swing 10, right? See what we get. They still going to have to give me 2 cards. You got to, wait, 2 cards. You got to give me 3 cards, excuse me. You still got to give me 3. You still got to give me 3 cards, mate. Switching languages in this thing. Still got to give me 3. Okay, cool. You know what? Get rid of those 2 Sanjis. Give me another 3 cards. Give me another 3. Thank you. That's right. All the tea. If I can get him down to 1, I'm a very happy camper. Okay, not as happy as I could be, but okay. We got him down to very limited resources. Okay, that is another one. The Monopoly Gate. He said, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You landed on my property. You gotta pay me. Tax gate. Here, oh, it's clear what we gotta do. Got to drop there. Okay, cool. We're at 7. I'm gonna do it. I'm thinking of doing it. Oh, am I thinking of doing it? We get rid of 2Ks to go to a 9K body. We're officially unkillable. We're going to go ahead and swing 9 into the face. You're going to have to give me 2 cards. Okay. Now we got him down to 1. 2 10K bodies. We've got Broofy, perfect bait. Whitey Bay. Okay. Thickums McGee. 12. Okay, they're gonna go for it. They're going for game. Yeah, they're going for game, and they got to. And they got to. Oh, unfortunately for them, we have access to everything. To everything. I think I do want a giant still, because I think we might not use the Hell's Judgment. We grab. We grab a sacrifice. My sacrifice. Dan-in-in-it. 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 I just want to say hello again. They did the wrong thing with their Dawn now. They're going to pay the price. We had it either way, though, right? We had it either. Wait, we did have it either way? Yeah, we were about to give them 16. Why did it do that? We minused them down to 11. And then we went to 13. And oh, that was the thing. That was the thing. We minused them down to 11, and then instead of getting rid of our Luffy, we got rid of that because it didn't matter. But if they swung 16, we would have 15. 15? I don't know. They would have did it the other way. We would have still had it because we would have just held on to the Gatling, and then we would have went from 13 to 16. So yeah, I was messing around because my thing is I'm gonna swing, and then I'm gonna play this out and swing again, you know. But anyhow, let's keep it moving. But as you guys know, all anybody cares about is, will it kill Bonney? That's all we want to know. Okay, so who's going first? And who they chose second. We're going first. We're able to do a little thing here. Okay. We're going to, yes. Now, I should have definitely swung first. That was hashtag my bad, yo. But we've got Broofy out here. Let's see. Yes, yes. So we've got Broofy ready. We're going to go ahead and swing 5. Get turned sideways, as one does. Give me the Broof out here. There we go. Okay. It is what it is, you know. Zoro with a chopper. I love it. I love it. Swinging Cavendish, or playing out Cavendish. They're going to have some Dawn. They're going to be able to swing 7. Got to let that go and have 1 up. Yowza. Guess what, though? Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. We're going to have to go 7 to that face. Now, we don't have enough Dawn, though, because we went first, unfortunately. But check me out. We're going to go ahead and get the swing in first because we just want to make sure we go to a 7K body. Then we're going to play Sanji. There we go. Now we're going to swing another 7. Getting 2 cards out of their hand. 2Ks out of their hand. That's big. So we're officially in bonus time. They're only drawing 1 card. So understand that for the rest of the game, in my mind, if I swing even, they've got to give me a 2K. Have that in mind. So if it's a choice between swinging 6 or 5, just swing 5. Now they swing 10 there, and unfortunately we cannot protect our big boot scoot move. That's rough. And we did not ramp, so we're back at 8. That's also rough. These are all very rough things. Hang on there. Did I miscount my Dawn? Oh, we were at 9. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm sorry. So we got that out of the way. Now we're going to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. Yeah. And now we're going to swing 10 into 6. They're not going to have the counter for that. That's going to help us out a lot. That doesn't help us out a lot. I'm so tired of Bonney. Oh, I'm so tired of Bonney. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired of that leader. Dang, oh, tired. Anyways, we drop Goldie Roger. We go to 7. We got another 10K body established. It's looking like they don't have another big to follow up with. That's hashtag good news bears for us. So, but I mean, they still do have. They got a pretty good board. If we weren't at a 7K, we would really be in trouble. Go ahead and Gum Giant and get rid of Zoro. There we go. Draw me 2 cards. Big Broof. Oh, that's not happening ever. I don't know if I would have gotten rid of Sanji again. I really do like having the rush. But yeah, looks like we're gonna wind up getting rid of some counter anyways. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and swing 10. We understand they're gonna turn our other 10 sideways because it's Bonney. You don't get to swing. You don't get to play the game against Bonney. Stop asking. Play me out that one. Make me a 7. Then let's go ahead and throw. Yeah. So now we can swing 9 at them. They've been having low counter. That's good. We read that early. Even if they Horny Jones us, that's not going to help the rest of their board swing at us. 1 and 2. We will still have 1 Dawn active for Gum Giant. And we do also still have 2 life. I feel a little comfortable taking this one. But we don't. Okay, we don't. Okay, we're gonna take whatever. We're gonna start taking some life. Now we gotta start taking it. Yeah. Well, we take. Okay. Now it's gonna come down to some big swings. Okay, now I can actually just go ahead and counter that one out. Yeah. Yeah, now you can't finish me. We'll go ahead and take here. I would take here. Oh, we don't. We don't. Okay, we don't. Whatever, dude. I guess me then just didn't have the stomach for. We would have been fine. But me then didn't have the stomach for that gamble that we do what we do and it doesn't work out. I'm going to go ahead and swing 20,000 to the face and let them rest whoever they shall. And that should about do it right there. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so question is, what if they were low rolled, bleed blowed, blah blowed? Let's go see if we got another. All right, gang. Normally, yeah, we're going to go ahead and run this back. We're going to run this back because GGs were exchanged. And this is our toughest match. So, like, I did want to see, you know, what we are. Okay, this is an interesting build. Interesting, very interesting. Okay, so we're gonna do yeah, we're gonna do a little Zoro. We're gonna swing 7. They don't have anything up, so we can do that. By the way, I'm telling you guys right now, I'm currently especially sick of Bonney, just because I was running a I was making a Santa Luffy video, another one, an updated one, right? And I ran up across a Bonney, and spoiler alerts, I'll just tell you guys that this Bonney was not even playing exceptionally well. Just put it like that. And the games are just still crazy, crazier than they should be. I think at high level play, man, I just don't believe / agree that you should be able to just, you know, compete if you're not even competing, like, with your decisions. If you're not even making competitively sound decisions, you should be getting the axe. You should be out, oh, what happened? Oh, I misplayed, I overcountered, I this, I that. But I mean, the way Bonney is still sticking around no matter what is just nuts to me, which is why it's so satisfying to come up with a list that's purple and that's Luffy and that can, you know, bang it out with Bonney. So anyways, here we are. It's neither here or there. We are frozen in time. It's time to swing 6. Just trying to get something out of them. Okay, cool. Got the 2K. Now we're going to do our thing. Grab another one. Oh, yes. Swinging 10. Are you going to give me a Rogue? You might as well, because Cavendish is going to swing and give you more Dawn anyways. Now, that's a choice. Okay, they're going. Oh, it's because we're also still a 5K body. 5K body, historically, you know, low counter. We're crazy. We take the first hit. Okay, we take. Well, I can't. Oh, we take there as well. All right. We take there as well. Well, at least we'll be a 7K body this turn. I don't know, gang. This is tough. Mick Ruff the crime dog. Okay, so what I can see here, Mm. It's crazy because we do that, okay, just to become whatever. We gotta swing there because we need to become a 7K body. Okay, they turn our 10 sideways. We got 4 Dawn up though. So now it's like, what do you do? Are we going for face? We're still going for face. We're not going to close the game out. Yeah, they're not even going to let us close the game out. Oh my gosh, we're going for that. We're going for game. We're trying to line it up. Look at me. I'm moving the cards in my hand. I'm like, it's time to duel. 7K body, 11 cards in hand, a lot of counter, like more counter than they know. Horny Jones again, turn it sideways, move it up, down, left, right. Oh, only we switch it up like Nintendo. Give him Sanji to give him that 1K. Give him that 1K. Okay. What's gonna be worth more to me in this scenario? Hell's Judgment. I think Hell's Judgment. Yeah, Hell's Judgment, because that's gonna -3 to 2 of them. So now I just got to give them a 2, and Homeboy can't even swing at me without a 2 Dawn investment. That's the game. I got 2 Divine Departures. That's the game. You're about to get another 20 to the face, dog. You're about to get another 20. Now, I do forget they got this. They got this swinger right here. Okay, give him the 2K. Not an issue. Oh, yeah, another one. 20K every time. I think that's about, I think somebody timestamp or whatever, I don't know, but I think that's exactly the same ending as the last one. Same board and everything. Hang on. No, that was not the same board. Same these guys. Actually, yeah, it was kind of the same. It's 20K swing. You know what we call that? We call that consistency. Let's keep it moving. All right, gang, but can it hold up to the rush? A lot of these OP13 leaders can't hang with that Rayleigh rush, okay? I'm curious as well. Now, my hypothesis is if I can hang and bang with green, purple Luffy, which I'm also not supposed to be able to do, but if I can do something like that, where'd the Wasp go? From the makers of I can hang because I'm a 6K body, come I can bang and hang. I can hang and bang because I'm a 7K, possibly 9K body. Okay. So we did choose to go second. We wanted to take second from them, not just because that's their curb. Oh yeah, give me the loof. Give me the loof. Give me the loof. But because we want to be able to do our thing with that 7K body and then immediately drop a big Luffy. So my other hypothesis is if I get that big stick out there, that hit stick, John Madden 2010, 2009, that was a good year. We're in that thing. Oh, we're busting them up and they can't do nothing about it. They can't swing into a 10. They've got to continually develop and swing at our face. What they can't afford to do is ever swing at a 10K body. That's never going to happen. So, and if they do, big thumbs up for us. That means they took the whole turn off. And that's a big turn off. We go down to 2 life immediately though. That's a little crazy. All right, so we're going to need to go ahead and ramp. We've got to ramp. I hate to use a 2K for it. I wish I would have drawn into a Zoro instead of the Sanji. Would have been able to keep that 2K in our hand, but hey, you know, this is how we get down. So we're going to go ahead and swing 5 into 3. I think they let that go. I don't think you let that go. Okay. Giving us a vent. Why don't you? I'm going to go. Yeah, go ahead and swing the whole thing in there. Go and swing the whole thing. We really want to get that out of there. And I've seen Ash a lot. So I'm like, I think you know what you're doing. They lost their mind. Big shout out though. Okay, so they're at 5 Dawn. I can't imagine getting rid of Sanji like that. I mean, you know what it is? They got greedy. Because facts, we are at 2 life already at this stage of the game. And they're just like, you know what? I'm going to get them out of here before they can do anything. And they got another buggy established. Buggy's going to bottom deck all of their Luffys, I'm sure. And, I mean, we still got ourselves a ball game here because, I mean, they're at 5 life. You know, with the power. Oh, to never doubt. That is power. We're about to have the power once we go to 7K. If I can just make it out alive. Seeing that Mulgun is like, ah. You know what I mean? Like, that hurts, dude. I know. Luffy's about to get dropped into the boiling pot. And they still got the Luffy. And they still drop him. They don't even got nothing to develop with him because they let Sanji go. They're really counting on us having absolutely nothing. And I have to give them bad news. I don't think we should go down to 1 life yet. I think we should go ahead and give them Nami. And then Uso Hachi for the next one. Get rid of Buggy. Are we really considering the hanging on for the search? For why? Yeah. Wait. What? Wait. Oh, no. Barbara. I guess we figured we'll get another one with him. Okay, here we go. We're jumping this in the hyperspeed. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and swing 4 there. They're going to finally let it go. We're going to go ahead and we need a search. We do need a search. We're going to swing 7 there. We don't... Well, that's our only counter. We decided to let it rock. Give me that 2K. Yeah, give me that 2K right there. That's really dangerous of us. We're living dangerously out here, folks. Okay, so there we are. Barbecue sauce on our memories. They've got 7. They can develop. This is taking a little long. There we go. They put 2 on there, that Mulguns, and they're going to pop our Luffy. Okay, now they're going to swing there and get rid of that. Okay, here comes a 7K into a 7K swing. They're going to also make Homeboy 8. We take that first one. We're ready to counter out the next one. We're still alive. Shuck and jive. Here's where it gets a little hairy because we've got to be able to get rid of that Buggy. So I'm going to swing 5. I know they can counter out, but they don't. Swing 10. I don't think they could counter out if they wanted to. And there we are. So we are in trouble in the sense, if I was them, I would have swung everything in my life, got me down to 0, and then swung again everything in my life, got me down to 0. Here, what do they choose to do is 11, which should still do the trick. It really should still do the trick. Unfortunately for all parties involved, we got Gum Gum Giant, and we're ready to roll, okay? Now we've got a 7K body, and I'm telling you right now, if we go from 7 to 9 next turn, that is their behind, okay? 7 to 5, they take, and from the makers of taking 7 to 5 comes taking 10 to 5. They're not countering out of this at all either. We've got the board. I think it's all going to come down to they really countered out way too much to keep that Buggy alive last turn. Dang it. There goes my Luffy again. All right. So what do we got here, buddy? Okay. Still thinking about it. What you going to do? They boost up Sanji to 8. Sanji's a free swing, but we got a 2K for that. We also got Hell's Judgment that I hope we don't forget to use. Okay. Right here, I would Hell's Judgment both of them. Me today. Yes, there we go. Oh, yeah. Now, Sanji's just a 5, and if you want to do Kid and Killer things, that's fine. All right, gang. Oh, another Luffy? I say drop the Luffy because that gives us more room. It gives us more Dawn. But, I mean, he did pop 2. He can't have, how many more can he have, right? So here, we're going to go ahead and look to swing 7 to 5, okay. And if they counter out of that, it's a 10 to 5. Okay. And then now it's going to be 2 3K swings into Sanji. We're just removing their board. We've removed their board. We clipped their wings. We got rid of their options. They don't have any Dawn hate. So I'm going to go ahead and swing 5 to 5 now. Because there's no way they kill me. There's just no way they kill me. Okay, cool. We got rid of another card. They've got Sanji's they got to worry about. Boa Hancock, okay, is entered the building. This is looking like it's going to be a bit of a real one. Yeah, okay. Now, I'm going to be at 10 no matter what next turn. So I will be a 9K leader no matter what. If you give me some buffoonery, I promise you it's not going to matter. Okay. Okay. That's the game. I'm going to go ahead and Gum Gum Giant, Divine Departure, keep my Goldie Roger. And now it really turns into, do I just drop this, become a 9K body, blah, blah, blah. Or do we like go for game, right? Now I'm counting in my head. This is 9. You've got no Dawn up, so this is a total of 9. So I could swing 9 there, okay? Then I could swing 11, and then I could put the remaining on my leader. So that would be 4, and then 6. 6 plus 7 is 13. So we've effectively mathed them out. There's nothing they can do about this win. There we go. There we go. Now, could they have had 2, 4, 6, 11, and then one more 2K? Yes. Were they close to it? Actually, yes. Yes. Was there anything we could have done to do that better? The only thing I could see doing it a little bit better, maybe. Well, if we put 2 here and we swung a 9, that would have been automatic. And then we would have had one more back. And then we could have given them 1, and that would have been 11. That would have been automatic. And then they're looking at 2, 4. So I would have had 7 plus maybe one more Dawn. I don't know. I can't think right now. Anyways, let's keep moving. That was crazy finish though. All right, gang. So I got us another ace to the face. All right. Now, this is a very interesting game and hand because of the hand. So I decided to keep this, and my thought process is that, you know what? I've got my ramp and I've got my Luffy, and for all of the bricks in hand, we're already down to 2 life. For all the bricks in hand, that means there's got to be nothing but counter to come. I mean, look at it. Look at it. I have got 3 of 4, 2 of 4, 2 of 4, 1 of 4 represented in my hand, okay, and on the field now. So I'm just like, let's ride. Let's see what happens, okay? They've done the most pressure they're ever going to do, and I'm about to put it back on them. Especially once I become that 7K body. So anyways, very interesting. I can't say I recommend to anybody else, but I like to think I'm an expert pilot. Okay, so let's see what happens. We get there. We got Nami out of search. We got the 2K. Here comes the counter. Okay, we're getting some counter. Going up to 7K bodies kind of like counter. We're going to swing 6. We're going to swing 6. We're going to swing 7. I mean, busting them up, putting on that pressure. Oh, yeah. All right, what they got for me? I doubt they turn that Marco sideways. Not with 3 cards. Not with 3 cards in hand. Not when you can get 3 cards from Marco. Okay? Swinging 7 there. We let that go. I was going to say, I don't think we'd take that. We let them go. Okay, cool. Swinging 2 to 2. You got to let that go. And now it's time to, I say we throw a big out there. Let's get the big boy out there. Yeah, the big one. There we go. Monk at a Louvre. Seen every daggum game now. I remember I used to play this list, and I used to be like, bro, I never see Luffy. I never play. Man, go second. Go second. Anyways, swinging 7 into 6. We got to keep 1 up because we're not trying to. We got to feint. We're not trying to go. So they did their thing. They took their Marco. They got their 3 cards. They're back to 5 cards. We're ripe for a pudding if they got it, but that would also take away from what they could develop. And frankly, this is the perfect hand to shuffle back. Oh. They said, you know what? From the makers of 6K body came 7K body, came 8K body, came 9K body. But have you ever seen a 10K body? Yo, that's crazy. Unfortunately for them, we have accumulated the Dawn. We've accumulated the resources we needed. Definitely give them those. Give them all the counter that we've accumulated. Okay, we're talking so highly of. we give him that. I don't know, man. I think I would have given him Law because I'm not gonna search at this point in the game with Law anyways. Why? Because I am hashtag not trying to bottom deck any and all of my Gum Gum Giants. So I think I would have given him Law instead. Now we gotta swing here because we need to be able to do tens. We need tens across the board, and the only way we're gonna be able to do that is with a 9K leader. Now this is what Ace was not expecting. They are not expecting to deal with this kind of pressure. They're like, wait a minute, I went to 10. I didn't go to 9, I went to 10. You're supposed to give me a free pass. I'm supposed to have 2 extra cards in my hand right now. You see what I'm saying? That's not supposed to happen. They're going to go for it again. They're going for it again. This is how they win. This is how they win. But it's a little different. You can't just go for face. We're 9K. They're going for that. They're going for a heart. We're going to go ahead and minus there and there and give them 1. And now they got to do that. And they do get rid of them. Yikes. For us, though, are we looking at lethal? That's the question. We swing 10. Yeah, no, we got it. The most they can go to is 14. So we just swing 15, 15. Or you know, excuse me, 14 and then 16. So yeah, we got it. Game over. Yeah. Look at that. There you go. No brain busters. Nobody's worried about nothing. Look at that. How you like them apples? Boom. Boom. We're about to be done. I promise. Gang, last but not least, what do you do when UP Poopy Luffy comes for you with Gold D. Roger? We ain't worried about it. We got our own. Let's see what happens. They chose to go first. Okay, cool. That's fine with us. You ain't taking nothing from me. I got second, and I got ramp. I got my Luffy looking troofy. Next turn, I could also Robin into Nami into Big Boot Scoot Luffy, and then we're really hooping. Really. Oh, I think I need that Luffy. Yes, we grab the Luffy. Even Doofy. We're looking at, okay, grab another one. We're crazy. We've lost our minds. But honestly, this is, first off, Black Purple Luffy's always had a great match into, a great or even match into Blue Purple Luffy. We're taking life. We're getting counter. Not too concerned. We're going to go ahead and swing 4 into 4. What do you want to do with that? They've got, what's that? 5, 6, Don? They're about to be at Party Time Excellent next turn anyways. They don't need it. They decide to protect it. That's going to be their business. Okay, so we're going to do that. Bing, bang, boom, bop. Give 2 to Nami and swing again. Yeah, because we're not going to use that Don for anything. Look at all this extra Don. Okay, they let it go. 7 into 6. They've already taken 1 life. They give us a 2K. Cool. Now, the big problems for them are going to start next turn when we start dropping our 10 ahead of their 10s, of their 9s and 10s. Because this is also going to be a big, like, rush. And if they don't have an answer for our Broofy, then they are going to be facing a 9K Luffy. Okay? So here we go. And away we go. We are at 9 Dawn. Okay, going down to 8. Going down to 7. Whatever. Here we are. 7 to 6. Okay, they give us that. They give us the blocker. We are looking good right now. We're looking really good. They're prime again. Oof. They were prime for homegirl pudding, and they could still pudding. And you know, we got a large hand, but typically they only run 2 of, 1 of, and they just ain't got it. And what are you gonna do after that? Because I know what we're gonna do after that. What we're going to do after that is we're going to drop one of these 3 big bodies down there. They're going to become a 9K body. Rinse and repeat. You know what I'm saying? Then another one. Then another one. And the whole time we're establishing 10K bodies that you can't get rid of. Now, they could play this out, but not if they get rid of that. They had to get rid of our big Luffy because we were just going to keep pounding them. Let's take it over just a little. Well, there you have it, gang. I'm actually pretty daggum proud of this one. I've got to say, worked really well, played really well, pretty daggum consistent. And I mean, who really shined in this list was this card right here. Oh yeah, go pick you up 5 right now. It was just searching. It was just the continuous. It was the continuous just going to 9. Everything's fine. You know, make it to 9. Everything's fine. But man, heck of a video. You know, I hope I've satisfied my friendly critics out there worried about all the como se dices, the bricks. We definitely trimmed up the fat, and this is also crazy because it's no finisher Luffy, no problem kind of deal, because we're not going for that kind of thing. Yo, this is crazy. If you look right here, the top of this egg looks like it's the top of his finger. Isn't that crazy? You only get this kind of recollections and realizations and epiphanies over here at 3-Piece TCG. Anyways, stay out of my personal space, Luffy. Not needed for this one. We got everything else in the world. But gang, having a lot of fun. OP13. It's coming out very soon. Be ready for our case opening with me and my dog JT, Anarchy. And man, having a lot of fun. Really want to hear from you guys. Start November off right. I will have the November channel update as well. So be looking for that. But yeah, love you guys. Love yourself. Respect others. And I will see you in the next one. This has been Marauder Music with 3-Piece TCG. Bear Pirates TCG. Smash that like button, finger pop the subscribe, turn on the bell, go down in the comments. Let me know what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, what would you be doing differently. Peace.
Stuck up in it, stuck in it. I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change. I said I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change.